Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on Borrego. Borrego? Borrego. Weird name. I think it applies to the area where the movie takes place. It's kind of a crime movie. Kind of like that movie with Billy Bob Thornton, The Perfect Plan or whatever. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links are in the description. And also the link for the Piney Power t-shirt if you'd like to get one for the Piney on your Christmas list. Now, the basic premise is simple. Lucy Hale is the star, and she and her friend went out to the desert, and then for some reason Lucy goes back and she sees a plane crash, but it's a plane full of drugs. See all the drugs? And the guy survives the plane crash and basically takes her hostage, and he's trying to save the drugs because they're going to kill him, of course, because he screwed this up for whatever reason. You know, you work for these guys, it's bad. It's bad because the best case scenario is they'll let you live, but you got to work off, any of the drugs that got destroyed in a crash. That's the best case scenario, that you'll be in debt to the cartel for the rest of your life, working essentially for free. So, of course, they send an enforcer to go find out what the F happened. And, she's taken hostage by the survivor. And it's about, is he going to kill her? Is she going to survive? And this is, I think he's the killer. Yeah, he comes upon some guys in a truck. And he just murders the hell out of them. Meanwhile, there's murders them. Meanwhile, there's a sheriff's deputy who's the father of the girl's friend, and he's trying to save her and trying to stop the drug dealers, obviously. I think it takes place in America, probably along the border. And so it's a race against time, starring Lucy Hale, who I've heard of before. She was in a different movie. Yeah, she looks okay. She doesn't look awful in it. Kind of woman in trouble thing. Written and directed by Jesse Harris, doing all the heavy lifting there. I don't recognize any of the rest of the cast. So it's from Saban Films. So it looks okay. Looks all right. First act, they're wandering around in the desert. Everything's great. Second, there's the father and the daughter. Everything's great. Then, I don't know, Lucy Hale's missing or whatever. She finds the plane, and then she's taken hostage, essentially. Second act, they're running around the desert. She's trying not to get herself killed, and the enforcer is sent to find them and find this dude, and he does not have a good plan. I can tell you right now, that dude doesn't have a good plan, because there is no good plan in this situation, which is why you shouldn't work for the cartel. So, he knows this guy's coming to kill them all and get the drugs, because that's the best case scenario for him, right? Lucy's trying to survive. So in the third act, eventually they get this is her friend, I think, on a motorcycle. I can't tell with the helmet. She sort of comes into her own and then fights the bad guys and has to kill this guy. So, or escape from him or whatever. January 14th in theaters. Rated R. Rated R for violence. And probably more violence. It looks alright. Yeah. I mean, Lucy Hale's okay. She's not knocking it out of the park for me. She's alright. Hopefully, it really, this is a very much the director's movie, right? And he wrote and directed it, so probably on point with it. You can't let Lucy, who is a, fairly petite, attractive woman, do too many stunts. Like, she can't be throwing these big thugs around. So, she's got to do smart things to win. It looks like she lights a guy on fire at one point. Like, if it's smart that way, she's playing at the height of her intelligence, and so are the thugs, then yeah, I think this could be pretty good. It's a cat and mouse thing. In the end, she survives, and all the bad guys die or go to jail. Probably die. They're all out in the desert. It's probably like last man standing kind of thing. I don't know if the father survives, the cop. If I had to guess, no. No is my gut feeling, because I don't see a lot of him in the trailer. So he's probably the guy who sacrifices himself so his daughter and her friend can live. And then they have to, I mean, that would be the way I would escalate it, right? You know, they kill him, the real bad guy kills him off, the enforcer. And then they're stuck in the desert and they have to kill him. They have no choice at that point, right? So that's the climax of the third act, I'm guessing, where Lucy and her friend have to figure out a way to trick him and, I don't know, get him to come down a gully, and then they shoot him or drop a rock on his head. I don't know what they're going to do. It's the desert. There are limited options, right? So it's called Borrego? Borrego? Borrego. I don't know. Sounds like a place near Mexico or in Mexico. I'm guessing that it's in the United States, you know, because they're crossing the border, or inside, maybe inside the United States, because the drug guys they're using planes, right? Not sure where they'd be coming from flying across the Mexican border. Seems to me that they wouldn't want to fly across that particular border, that they'd want to fly. I'm not sure how it works on the planes. Seems like that, maybe that's the least part of the border. It seems like it would be easier to just walk the stuff across the border, right? Seems to me, but anyhow, that's the movie. Check us out on Bitchute and Rumble, because we got 2 other videos, a Hollywoke hot take, a massive one, and a news blast. Joan and I, we're going to see you tomorrow.